Namaste to all. We are together after a long time. Vidyaji, how are you doing?
Yes, Swaminiji, I'm doing very well. Thank you. And I listened to yesterday's Sanskrit class, and it was wonderful to have you resume the teaching.
Oh, so nice. I'm very nice. It's just, I thought we'll sort of ease in with some shlokas and some whatever. Be on the right side of Bhagavan, That's what. Yeah.
Right. Today I have him to my right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Your health is good? Everything
Yes,
okay?
Swamini. Yes, Swaminiji. I've been listening to all the classes offline.
Yes, been busy. So now we'll finish that and then we'll decide what to do. Okay, we'll finish those and then practice a little bit of the chanting and then we'll decide what. All right. Namaste to all. Shall we do the starting prayers? Volunteers. Volunteers without tears.
I can start.
Yes, please.
Shuklam Bharadaram Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vignopashantaye.
सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा।
येनाक्षरसमाम्नायम् अधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः।
Next one.
Om Sahana Vavatu Sahana Vunaktu Sahavir Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Let me share this without much more ado. Let's see where it went. So we can look at that. Are you able to see this?
Yes, Swaminiji.
Good. So now we will don't look at please don't look at the what's its name, the transliteration. Because the point is anyway to read the script. So let us start with here. We were on the third verse, am I correct? No, we were on the second verse, right?
Yes.
So we will do the first verse because why leave that out? Okay. So somebody who did not do the first verse yesterday, tell me, make yourself known. So then we will have that person. Who hasn't had a chance to chant the first verse?
I can do this one, Maniji.
I haven't done.
Namaste Sharade Devi.
Namaste Sharade Devi.
Kashmira Puravasini.
Kashmira Puravasini.
Vamaham Prathaye Nityam.
Vamaham Prarthaye Nityam.
Vidyadanancha Dehi Me.
Vidyadanancha Dehi Me.
Wonderful. Next next one. Who would like to go with me?
I can
would-
go, Swami. Namo.
Wonderful. या
Jyoti.
श्रद्धा धारणा मेधा
या श्रद्धा धारणा मेधा
वाग्देवी विधिवल्लभा
वाग्देवी विधिवल्लभा
भक्तजिह्वाग्रसदना
भक्तजिह्वाग्रसदना
क्षमादिगुणदायिनी
क्षमादिगुणधायिनी.
Yeah. So, what's its name? Translation we were looking at. So, vidhi, we were here, we were at the word vidhi, which means destiny, people were saying, which is correct. So, let us look at the whole thing. Ya, she, who, Shraddha. Shraddha is trust, faith. And then dharana, the ability to the staying power, the focus, etc. Medha, intelligence, and she who is in the form of vak. She who, Devi means Dyotanatmakatvat, the one who lights up the vak, the speech, lights up the speech. Ya Shraddha, Dharana, Medha. Then she is the goddess of speech, lights up speech, Vak Devi, Vidhi Vallabha. Vallabha means the beloved. Beloved of Vidhi. Who is Vidhi? Who
Brahmaji.
is Brahmaji is Vidhi. So she's the consort of Brahmaji. So she is Vidhi Vallabha. Okay. Then Bhakta. See, this word is very interesting. Jihva. Jihva means what?
Tongue.
Jihva is tongue. Bhakta means Bhakta, devotee. Sadhana means house. She whose house, who resides on the tongue of the devotees. Why? Because they will always be singing her glory. That's why she's on the tongue of all the devotees. Because the one who is not minted themselves as a devotee will not have Bhagavan anywhere on the radar. And so their tongue will be the home of so many, like tamasic speech and all that. And so here there will be, here she's sitting on the tongue of all the devotees. In fact, the goddess, there is one iteration of the goddess called Mukambika. She's one, we have a Vigraha in Eugene. And how did she get her name? Muka means the one who doesn't speak. Actually, she doesn't have a problem speaking. But Mukambika here means the one who renders useless desires mute. So there was one Kola Sura or something. Actually, after him only that city called Kolhapur is named after an Asura. So, or we can say after this goddess whose hometown is Kolhapur. And so this Kolasura wanted world domination. He was a devotee gone wrong. And he had made up the mind to do strict tapas. And when the goddess came in front of him, he was going to say, please give me world domination right now. But the goddess, of course, she can read all minds. She is, after all, Medha and she is Dharana. She is Vagdevi. She knew what was going on. So she just got a little alarmed. Actually, the man must have been praying not to her but to Lord Shiva. So she went and sat on his tongue. And his tongue became like, paralyzed. And he could not ask anything. And so he just smiled at the Lord, and the Lord blessed him just generally and went away. He could not ask for world domination. So that's why she's only sitting on the tongues of devotees. And when she sits on the tongues of non devotees, she renders all useless and dangerous desires mute. She makes them completely mute. But then there is also another shloka where the tongue sitting on Saraswati sitting on the tongue is talked about. I forget how that goes right now, but it is that या देवी स्तूयते नित्यं विबुधैर्वेदपारगैः सा मे वसतु जिह्वाग्रे ब्रह्मरूपा सरस्वती. So may that goddess Ya Devi Stuyate Nityam. May the goddess who is always praised, Vibudhaihi, by the knowledgeable ones, Veda Paragaihi, by those who have crossed the first portion of the Veda, means they are jnanis. And Sa me Vasatu, that Saraswati, may she live Majikwa Gray at the beginning of the tip of my tongue. So this is well known that the goddess of speech, the Saraswati, the goddess of knowledge, may she reside at the tip of the tongue. For all devotees, the one who resides. So there is a big convention here. And then Shamadhi. Shamadhi means what? Is it a verb? Is it noun?
Shama, Dama, etc.
Shama, etc.
Shama, etc. Correct. Shama, etc. Guna, all qualities. Dayini, the one who gives Shama, etc. So if one is lacking in Uparati, Titiksha, Shraddha, Samadhanam, meet Sharada Devi and supplicate, surrender to her. Okay. Next one. Kate was raising her hand. Would you like to go?
Yes, Swaminiji.
Namami Yaminim Natha.
Namami Yaminim Nata.
Very well done, except there is no coffee break between Namami and Yaminim. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, coffee break. Mastu. Okay, so Namami. This is how you chant. Namami Yaminim Natha. Whereas it should be Namami Yaminim Natha.
Namami Yaminim Nata.
Yeah, the coffee break was a quick break, but it was still there. Did you hear it? Did you hear it or no?
I didn't, but I'll try again.
No, but just repeat. It will be easier if you repeat. Namami Yaminim Natha.
Namami Yaminim Nata.
Yeah, better. Except the ya got a little bit affected, but it'll recover. Nothing to worry. Okay. Namami Yami. The way it helps. This is a very common problem of taking what should I say, unscheduled coffee breaks in the stotra chanting. So one thing one can do is just to highlight that last one, that me. Namami Ya. You immediately say ya. So can you just say that a couple of times? Namami ya.
Namami Ya.
Ah, exactly. When you say Namami ya, then the minim can easily come very quickly. Namami ya minim natha.
Namami Yanimim Nata.
Fantastic. One more time. Namami ya minim natha.
Namami Yanimim Nata.
Fantastic, wonderful. So here also, speaking of unscheduled breaks, I'm breaking in Natha, but that's just for teaching purposes, okay? But here also we are not allowed to break. But it's okay right now because we will join it later. Lekha Lankrita Kuntalam.
Lekha Lankrita Kuntamam.
Kuntalam. Yeah. Lekha Lankrita Kuntalam.
Lekha Lankrita Kuntalam.
Yeah, so now we will try the whole thing. First, we will try it with a break, unscheduled break, and then we'll try it without. Namami Yaminim Natha.
Namami Yaminim Nata.
Lekha Lankrita Kuntalam.
Lekha Lankrita Kuntalam.
But then that's not how we chant it. This is how we should chant it, because you see there is no break after Natha, even though there is a The pada, one quarter is here of the shloka ends here syllable wise, but then there is no break really. So we have no other option except to chant it in one go. Namami yaminim natha lekha lankrita kuntalam.
Namami Yaminim Nata Lekhalankrita Kuntala.
Yeah, like that. Okay. Namami yaminim natha lekha lankrita kuntalam.
Namami Yaminim Nata Lekhalankrita Kuntalam.
Very nice.
Sorry.
Okay. No problem. It was fine. Okay. Next one. Who would like to go? Sarah, you want to take the next line? Bhavani. Actually, there should be Bhavani. Here it should be, the dot should be there. It is not there. Okay. Let me put it. Bhavanim bhavasantapa.
Bhavani Bhavanim Bhavasantapa.
Yeah, you slow down a little bit, okay? Bhavanim bhavasantapa.
Bhavanim Bhavasantapa.
Nirvapana sudha nadim.
Nirvapana Sudhanadim.
Bhavanim bhavasantapa. Nirvapana sudha nadim.
Bhavani Bhavasantapa Nirvapana Sudhanadim.
Yeah, that M, the makara there, let us not forget. Bhavani bhavasantapa nirvapana sudha nadim.
Bhavani Bhavasantapa Nirvapana Sudhanadim.
Yeah, very nice. So let us look at the meaning. Namami.
Namami.
I salute.
I salute.
Salute. Very nice. Who do you salute? What is the object of the salutation?
Yamini.
Yamini.
Yeah, and then anyone else?
Natha
Natha lekhalankrita kuntalam.
And then anyone else?
Natalekanta Kuntalam. Bhavani.
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 Name. Yes, that's also in second case.
Bhavani.
Yes, beautiful. And anyone else?
Bhava santapa nirvapana sudha nadim.
Yeah. So these are all adjectives of the goddess, and they are all the object of Namami. So Namami, I salute the goddess in these forms. Okay. So the first one is Yamini.
Yamini.
Yamini. Who is Yamini?
Yamini.
Yeah, what is Yamini?
Devi.
Yes, Devi, all right. What is the meaning? Devi, correct.
Control. The
Very
regulator.
good. Yeah. The one who restrains, from Yam to restraint. To restrain. So Yama, always Yama, Niyama, all these things. And even Lord Yama, the great restrainer, because restrainer of what? Your bucket list. Okay. All the plans that you have. And so big restraint is put on them. So Namami Yamini. She restrains. So many things she restrains. She gives discipline. She's the restrainer of wrong desires, as we talked about. So Yamini. So this is a compound. Natha lekha lankrita kuntala. Yeah. So kuntala. So lekha alankrita kuntala.
Alankrita kuntala.
Yeah. Natha lekha alankrita kuntala.
Alankrita kuntala.
And then kuntala. So there is, Natha lekha here, and then alankrita, and then kuntala. Yeah, kuntala. Kuntala means earring. Okay. Alankrita Adorned. So she has shiny earrings because they are adorned by, Indra's Vajra, lightning.
Ah,
Yeah. So she has, her earrings are made of lightning. Yes, tell me.
Swamiji,
Yes.
this is also on Saraswati.
Sharada.
Oh,
Sharada's
Sharada.
yeah.
Okay. I was wondering if, since we just saw Vidhi Vallabha, I
Yeah.
thought Natha Lekha, Natha is Vidhi, Brahma.
Yeah.
Brahmaji writes our,
Yes, yes.
the Lekha as the destiny.
Yes,
Script.
yes. No, that is not the meaning that's generally this thing, because then you have to say Kuntala. Then the earrings have to come.
Right. I have no idea how to convert that.
Yeah. So then that's why Natha Lekha is the one. Lekha here is the Vidyut. That is what we have to take as. So Vidyut Alankrita Kuntala. So this Indra's Vajra, so everybody else wears diamonds for earrings, but she's much flashier than that. She would rather sport, some lightning. So you can imagine that lightning which goes in that shape. Yeah, a very savvy goddess. Okay. Bhavani. What does Bhavani mean? I know it's one of your names here. Bhavani, are you here today?
Yes, Swamini.
Wonderful. What's the meaning of your name?
I'm not sure, Swamini.
Oh, okay. Let's find out. Okay, what is Bhavani? Any idea which root verb and how it has come?
Bhava.
Bhava.
Yeah,
Bhava.
and which
Ani.
root verb? Bhava is not the root verb. What is the root verb?
Ni. Bhu.
Bhu.
Bhu. Don't say ni. Okay, yeah, yeah. So the ni is the feminization here. So bhu, to be. Bhu sattayam, bhu, to be. So the one who is, right? Whose presence is Bhavani. So Bhava is the name of the Lord. Om Bhavaya Namaha. Om Sharvaya Namaha. We do this in Pradosha and other Nitya pujas. One of the names of the Lord Shiva is Bhava. Means the one who is manifest as the Jagat. So Bhavani also means the same thing. The one who is manifest as the Shakti of the Lord, as the Jagat. Okay. Bhavani. And why is she called Bhavani? Is given in the next compound. Bhava means samsara here. The next bhava means samsara. The first bhava here is the Jagat. The next bhava is samsara. Why? Contextually, because it is followed by this word. Can you read that word? The highlighted
Santapa.
word?
Santapa.
Yeah. What does santapa mean?
Trouble.
Hmm? What did you say, Vasanti?
Some troubles,
Some troubles. Yes. Santapa is not just trouble, it is torture, terror. Tapa is heat. And tapa means heat. Santapa means nicely cooking. And I know most of the United States is nicely cooking. We know that. But this is a different kind of a santapa. This is not just a climate change santapa. It is, in addition to that, it is an internal santapa. All kinds of regrets, guilt, hurt, fears, pains, sorrows, all that comprises, all this whole gamut comprises santapa. All this is santapa. So bhava santapa means the santapa connected to the Jagat. So the first, when you say Bhavani, it's an objective expression of she who is manifest as the Jagat. Now, how can she turn into Santapa? Because of our own self-ignorance. That's why. The self-ignorance of the people makes the objective Jagat into a subjective Santapa, into a subjective place for suffering And oh, I don't like this. Because you see, looking at this at any given time, one does not like oneself. Okay. One is not very fond of oneself. And then as though that is not enough, one is not fond of other people as well. And then one is not fond of the Jagat. So many things in the Jagat one doesn't like. And of course, Murphy's law is in place. So only the things you don't like come into your life. And whatever you like does not come in the life at all. So that's why the subjective iteration of this bhava, which is the Lord, turns it into santapa because one's own subjectivity comes in the way. I don't like this world. I don't like others. I don't even like God. All these things. So this is bhava santapa. It's the cooking heat of one's own omissions, commissions, raga, dvesha, everything, It's like one is in a pressure cooker of one's, this heat. So you can imagine how one is feeling cooked by the jagat, by one's own perception of the jagat, I should say. And then, so this is bhava santapa. And what is she? She is a Sudha Nadi. For this Bhava Santapa, she is a nectar river. A cool nectar river which washes over this samsara, pain and sorrow. Samsara means some sorrow or the other. Okay. Yeah. So she washes over this sorrow. She washes the tears away. She washes the fears away. And she is the immortal Nadi. Sudha Nadi means the river of immortality. The nectar of immortality, the ever flowing nectar of immortality that washes over the pains and sorrows of all the people. And this is very nice, a beautiful imagery. Very lovely imagery, is it not? Yeah. Bhavasantapa nirvapana means the removing, the one who assuages, the one who brings, cools this torturous heat of one's own misunderstanding, one's own fears, one's own guilt, one's own sorrow. She is the Sudha Nadi, because Sudha Nadi means two things. One is she's got a perennial flow, always flowing, does not dry up, and and then another meaning is she is the knowledge, she is flowing. How does the santapa get washed away? I mean, it's a beautiful imagery, all right, but the santapa gets washed away by self-knowledge. So that's why she's the river of self-knowledge. She's the river of self-knowledge that flows over this santapa, rendering it what? Rendering it completely a spoof, a big bluff. So that is why she is the Bhavasantapa Nirvapana Sudha Nadi. Okay. Yeah. Does anybody else want to chant this verse now that we know the meaning? Does anybody else want to practice this one more time? Raise your hand.
Can I go, Swaminiji?
Yeah, I don't know who you are, but you are welcome to go.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Namami Yaminim Natha Lekhalankrita Kuntalam.
Namami Yaminim Natha Lekhalanka Kruta Kuntalam.
Namami Yaminim Natha Lekhalankrita Kuntalam.
Namami Yaminim Natha Lekhalankrita Kuntalam.
Bhavanim Bhavasantapa Nirvapana Sudha Nadim.
Bhavanim Bhavasantapa Nirvapana Sudha Nadim.
Then, very good. Next one. Who wants to go next? Premaji, want to give a try?
I cannot read this. You need to lift this, or is this on me? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go do it.
Yeah. Bhadrakalyai namo nityam.
Bhadrakalyai कालयै नमो नित्यम्
सरस्वत्यै नमो नमः
सरस्वत्यै नमो नमः
भद्रकाल्यै नमो नित्यम्
भद्रकालयै नमो नित्यम्
नित्यम् सरस्वत्यै नमो नमः
सरस्वत्यै नमो नमः
वेदांग
वेदांग
वेदान्त
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 वेदांग
विद्यास्थानेभ्य एव च
विद्यास्थानेभ्य एव च
वेदान्त
वेदांग वेदांत
विद्यास्थानेभ्य एव च
विद्यास्थानेभ्य एव च
Yeah, very nicely done. Only thing is, I'm seeing one small thing. The Vidya, there is no Mahaprana there, okay? But I'm hearing
Okay.
Vidya,
Vidya.
and then whereas Sthana, there is a Mahaprana, Stha, but I'm hearing Sta, okay? So let's try that with keeping that in mind. Veda Vedanga Vedanta
वेदांग वेदान्त
विद्यास्थानेभ्य एव च
विद्यास्थानेभ्य एव च
Very nice. Okay. So we'll try this one more time, the whole thing. Veda Vedanga Vedanta Vidyasthanebhya eva cha.
वेदांग वेदान्त विद्यास्थानेभ्य एव च
Yeah, with practice, that break will not be there. That break was there just for the sake of, practice. But then sometimes that orientation it takes a little while to go. It will go. Don't worry. Okay.
Okay.
Then next one maybe Jyoti because your name is in the next one. Literally, your name is on it. Okay. Brahmaswarupa.
Swami, the meaning of the previous one?
Oh, yeah, we forgot that. How did we do that? Yeah. Okay, let's go back. Okay. Bhadrakali.
Vedanta.
What is Kali? Show some signs of life. No.
Goddess of time.
Goddess.
Yeah, goddess of time. Kali. One who makes, she's frightful because nobody likes time because time is always coming to an end. So that's why she's frightful. Goddess of time, goddess of death. That's why she has a mala of skulls around her neck. But then that is a frightening thing to bring it here in the Sharada Stotram, isn't it? Up till now we were on a nice groove, and then you don't want this frightening being to sit on the edge of your tongue. Okay, wearing mala and the tongue out. Her tongue itself is out, and then she is sitting on your tongue. So therefore, she is converted to Bhadrakali. What is Bhadrakali? Bhadra means auspicious. A Kali, all right, but she is an auspicious Kali, more like an Apple Watch. Okay, so she just reminds you of your of time. That's all it is. She just taps you on the shoulder. Go to your next appointment like that. So she is Bhadra Kali. She's in the auspicious aspect of Kali. She's not the Bhayanaka Rupa. She's more of a auspicious what is that? A mild Saumya. She doesn't have Raudra Rupa. She doesn't have a frightening form. She has a Saumya, a mild and a pleasing form. Saumya means like the moon, cool, pleasing. Comes from Soma, the moon. She has a Saumya form. She has a mild and a cooling form. So therefore she is Bhadrakali. And therefore there is no problem. You can say Bhadrakalyai. Which case?
Fourth case.
Why?
Namaha is there.
Namaha.
Yeah, Namaha is there. So Bhadrakalyai, unto this auspicious form of time, Namaha, when?
Nityam.
Nityam. Always.
Nityam, always. There's a nice little, here time, everything is coming to an end, but I am Nitya surrendered to her. Which is very nice. So time and timeless together, very nice. And the next one, who wants to translate? Very simple.
Namaha to
This part.
Saraswati.
Saraswati. Saraswati. Namo Namaha.
Salutations to Saraswati.
Salutations unto Saraswati. And the word Saraswati is also who is constantly flowing. Okay, knowledge. Knowledge flows. Okay. Yeah. Now,
Swamini, I have a question here. Why it is Namo Namaha? Why it is
Namaha,
Namo
Namaha, Namaha, Namo Namaha.
Namaha? Okay, twice. Thank you.
So, this one. So, this is also, this whole compound is also in the fourth case. Why? I'm giving you the answer. Now, it is like you have to tell me why.
It is referring to Saraswatyai.
Yeah, but why is it in the fourth case?
It ends with a beer.
Yes, it ends with the bhya, sthanebhyah, unto that. And also, it is also, again, this Namo Namaha is there. Yeah, so that Namaha we have to do Anuvritti, we have to carry. That's why somebody asked why there are two Namo Namahas. So, one of them belongs down here. Okay. Yeah, so we carry, since there is an extra one there, you can take this one here, but we cannot really carry it down. We have to cognitively carry it down, because otherwise, if we really put Namaha here, it will mess with the padas. It will mess with the quarters and with the syllables. That's why. Okay. So therefore, that Namaha is there. So always remember, whatever this is saying, this compound, and we look at it presently, that bhyaha Namaha. So unto that Namaha, sthanebhyah. So sthanebhyah is like what? Ramebhyah? Yes? No?
Yes.
Maybe?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So is it plural or singular?
Plural.
Plural.
Did somebody say both?
No, it's
plural.
dual, right? It's two.
No, plural.
No. Plural.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. So see, don't make life difficult for yourself, because I'm already giving two choices. I'm asking if it's singular or plural. And so don't do it, because then that's not even part of the option given. Okay. Yeah. So it cannot be dual, because it was not even part of on my radar when I was asking the question. Okay. So it is plural. Agreed? We plurally agree that it is plural. Okay.
Yes.
So this is in fourth case, and then so now let us see what all it says. So what all are the words making up this compound? Veda, Veda. What is Veda?
The Vedas.
Knowledge.
Scriptures.
Scriptures.
Yeah. Vedanga, another word.
Branches of like Jyotisham and all the other branches.
Yeah. Vedangas. The angas of the Veda: Shiksha, Kalpa, Vyakarana, which is what we are doing. Nirukta. Nirukta is what? This is the book of synonyms, the first book of synonyms, the first thesaurus is called Nirukta. Jyotisham, Shiksha, Kalpa, Vyakarana, Nirukta, Jyotisha, and Chandas, which is meters. Kalpa means how to do rituals, the knowledge of doing rituals. Jyotisham, astronomy / astrology. Nirukta, thesaurus, study of the thesaurus. Etymology of words. Then what else is there? Chandas, prosody. And then, Jyotisham. This is Vedanta. So we have Veda, and then we have the Angas that of the Veda that are studied. And then what's the other word?
Vedanta.
Yeah, Vedanta. Who wants to explain? Grammatical explanation
End of
first.
Vedas.
End of
The
Yeah, we
last
can't say
part.
end of Vedas. We have to put it a little more elegantly. Would you like to try again?
The latter portion
latter
of the
part of
Vedas.
Veda.
Yeah, that which occurs at the end of the Vedas. Okay. Vedanam antah. So that is what it is. So that which is at the end of the Vedas. And then so Veda, Vedanga, Vedanta, Vidya. Vidya means these are the forms of knowledge. Sthanebhyah evacha. So she who resides in these places. So if you want to know where Sharada resides, you can knock on the door of Veda. If she's not there, that time she's visiting Vedanga. When you knock there and then you go to Vedanta, she'll definitely be there. And so these are the expressions of her form, various forms. Her various iterations are in the form of the Veda, in the form of the Angas of the Veda, in the form of various knowledges, the knowledge of the relative, and the knowledge of the relative doesn't mean in-laws, okay? Yeah, knowledge of the relative. Okay? Relative knowledge, Aparavidya, the first two, and then Paravidya, both are there. So Veda, Vedanga, Paravidya, and then Vedanta, Paravidya, both are there. And so in these Vidyas, this is the way she expresses herself. These are her various homes. So maybe these are the three or four homes four homes she has, her holiday homes, where she resides. Okay, that is the meaning. Next one. Brahmaswarupa Parama
Brahmaswarupa Parama
Jyotirupa Sanatani
Jyotirupa Sanatani
Sarva Vidyadhideviya
Sarvavidyadhideviya
Tasyai Vanyai Namo Namaha
Tasyai Vanyai Namo Namaha
Brahmaswarupa Parama
Brahmaswarupa Parama
Jyotirupa Sanatani
Jyotirupa Sanatani
Sarva Vidyadhideviya
Sarvavidyadhideviya
Tasyai Vanyai Namo Namaha.
Tasyai Vanyai Namo Namaha.
Okay, translation. Where you can start wherever you want. You can start with Namo Namaha, or you can start with, you can start with anywhere. Or we can just go like this.
Swarupa of Brahma, like form of
Yeah.
Brahma.
Not Brahma, Brahman.
Brahman.
Ah. Otherwise, then she and her husband will just be clones. Okay. If she is in the form of Brahma's Swarupa. Brahma Swarupa. She is in the form of Brahman. She is Brahman. Why? Because you are Brahman. Everything is Brahman. So Brahma Swarupa. What kind of Brahman? Parabrahma Swarupa. Okay? Parabrahma Swarupa. Parabrahma is that consciousness, that causeless cause, which is Satchidanandam Brahman. That which is it is from the standpoint of the Swarupa Lakshana. The Swarupa, that's why the word Swarupa is there. So the Swarupa Lakshana, that unchanging understanding of Brahman as that which exists, that which is all pervasive, and that which is what? That which is limitless. Tat Chit Ananda. So Sachidananda Swarupa, she is, and then that is why it is called Parama, Parabrahma Swarupa. She is. And then Jyoti Rupa. That is easy. Come on, translate.
Light of all lights.
Light.
Yeah.
Form of light.
Jyoti Rupa. She is in the form of an effulgent, being. And this is, once it had been talked about as Brahma Swarupa, this seems to be a little redundant, is it not? When you say Brahma Swarupa, then why to bring in Jyoti Rupa again? Any guesses?
Because we understand it as Jyoti better than Brahman.
Oh, yes, because
As
that
the
Jyoti is that self-effulgent I. This is like a little Mahavakya inside the shloka itself. That Jyoti Rupa Sanatani, Jyoti Rupa it is. Why? Because it is very much there as that I. I can relate to that. Yeah, that self-effulgent I. The I that doesn't need to be told that it exists. That kind of an I it is. Okay. So, that kind of an I it is that doesn't need to be told it exists. Why? Because if you know you exist, it doesn't need to be told at all. It is a self, what is that called? It's a self-effulgent, self-existent I. So she is in the form of that self-effulgent, self-existent awareness, consciousness, which is myself alone. So she is non-separate from me. And then what is she? Sanatani.
timeless.
Eternal.
Yeah. Sanatana.
Eternal.
Yeah, always there. With every cycle of creation, she is there. Whereas Sanatana, in a sense, it has the meaning of Pravaha Nityatvam. There are many kinds of eternity. So one is, the eternity of Brahman, which is forever. But then there is another kind of eternity, like the manifestation of avatars, etc., and the manifestation of the Veda. It's got a Pravaha Nityatvam. So that is also called, like when we say Sanatana Dharma, that is Pravaha Nityatvam. But here Sanatani means she is always there. Here we are not talking of Pravaha Nityatvam. We are not talking of Anitya, that is, Apekshika Nitya or Pravaha Nitya, but we are talking of the Swarupa, which is always there. So this Tana means belonging to a certain time, Sanatana, Adyatana. Like this, there are so many, this Tana is a suffix. And then it is feminized, so Sanatani. Then what is this? Sarva Vidyadhi Deviya.
Devi who presides over all Vidyas.
Adhi Devi. Adhi means above. So that, the one who is presiding over all forms of knowledge. Wherever there is knowledge, she is there. Sarva Vidyadhi Devi, yeah, she who presides over all forms of knowledge. Tasyai means what?
Onto
Unto what?
To you.
Unto that Devi.
To not you. Tasya means unto her.
Unto her.
Yeah. What is it the sixth case of? The fourth case of. Tasya is the fourth case of what?
Feminine tad.
You. Feminine.
Not you. You means tvam.
He, she, it.
Tad shabda.
He,
Yeah. What is how does it go? What is the first one? Nominative, singular.
Taha.
Tate taha.
Huh? Sorry? Say that again.
Sate.
Yeah.
Sate.
Saha te taha. Tam te taha. So tasyai. So unto her. Sa means her. Okay. Yeah. So saha taute, if it had been tasya, if it had been that tasmai, then it would have been masculine. But here it is feminine, so we cannot say unto you because there is no you here. Ya, unto her who? Who? Who what? Who is Brahma Swarupa? Parabrahma Swarupa? Who is Jyoti Rupa? Who is Sanatani? And who is the presiding over all forms of knowledge? Unto her, that who? That's who. Unto her, who is this? And then we have one more word. Vanyai.
Goddess of speech.
Yes, unto the goddess of speech. Now, unto speech itself. We don't even, there is no goddess there. Unto speech, she is whose form of she who resides as speech. She who manifests as speech. Tasyai Vanyai Namo Namaha. Tasyai Vanyai Namo Namaha. She is in the form of speech. Okay. Yeah. Then who would like to go next?
I can go.
Yaya Vina Jagat Sarvam.
Yaya vina jagat sarvam
Shashvat Jivan Mritam Bhavet.
shashvat jivan mritam bhavet.
Yaya Vina Jagat Sarvam.
Yaya vina jagat sarvam
Shashvat Jivan Mritam Bhavet.
shashvat jivan mritam bhavet.
Jnanadhidevi Yatasya.
Jnanadhidevi ya tasyai
Saraswatyai Namo Namaha.
saraswatyai namo namaha.
Yaya Vina Jagat Sarvam.
Yaya vina jagat sarvam
Shashvat Jivan Mritam Bhavet.
shashvat jivan mritam bhavet.
Jnanadhidevi Yatasya.
Jnanadhidevi ya tasyai
Saraswatyai Namo Namaha.
saraswatyai namo namaha.
Yeah. Translation. Yaya.
Whom?
See, these are all gendered pronouns. So we can't just say whom. We have to see the case, we have to see the gender, we have to see the number, and then translate.
Without whose.
Vina is without.
No,
Without she whom.
Lingam.
Without her
Feminine.
who? Yeah. Without
Yeah.
her, without whom? Feminine. Without whom? Yaya Vina, without whom? Okay. Without whom something happens. Bhavet. It would become. It would become. So which this thing is it? Which mode? Which tense?
Sominiji, is it potential mood?
Yes.
Maybe. But then that would be may happen, no?
Yeah, it may happen. It will be not always may. It would happen.
Oh.
May, would, could, all that is there. Yeah. So potential mood, okay, but which vibhakti, all these things? Which
Prathama
purusha?
vibhakti.
Yeah,
Prathama vibhakti.
Prathama purusha. Okay.
Oh,
Singular,
Prathama
plural?
purusha. Singular.
No, okay. So singular, this thing, Prathama purusha. And then in English, third person singular, correct? Okay.
Yeah.
Then, so something happens, something would happen without her. Yaya Vina, so something bhavet. Let's see what happens, okay? Something would happen without her. What would happen? What would happen? this, Shashvat Jagat Sarvam Jivan Mritam Bhave. Jivan. What is Jivan? Have we studied
Life.
that?
Life.
No. Don't this is Hindi translation. Jivan doesn't mean life. Except in Hindi.
Jiva is the person.
Jiva, person, very good. But here it is Jivan. What form is it? We have studied it very, very, very recently. Another big hint.
KG.
Participle.
Participle, yes. What kind of participle?
Present. Shatra.
Present, yeah. Good guess. Sudden and good guess. Okay. Yeah, Sharada Devi's blessings are working. So, Jivan means while living. While living. Present participle. Living as one lives. What happens? Mritam bhave. Mritam means what?
Dead.
Dead.
Yes. Even while living, the Jagat which is alive, Shashvat, so Jivan, even while living, the whole entire Jagat, Jagat Sarvam is as good as dead. Even while living, that which is as good as died off. So the
Swaminiji,
Jagat is a zombie. What? Yes, tell me.
you may have to add the Jagat Sarvam, that Anuswaraha for that.
Yeah,
Here
I know. Yeah, there's so many mistakes in this. I just got it off the, okay, that also came in the wrong place. Thank God. It's not taking it. It's, there we go. So Jagat Sarvam, Shashvat, it's supposed to be alive. So without whom the Jagat becomes a zombie. That's the idea. Because everybody is as good as dead. When she withdraws her power, when we already know in all the ways she is manifest. She is manifest as Vidya. She is manifest as the Swarupa Lakshana of Brahman, as the very, very awareness, consciousness. She is manifest as the various thanas of where the knowledge is articulated. She is manifest as the auspicious goddess of time, Bhadrakali. And she is manifest as that which dries out all the tears of samsaris. And she is manifest as Shraddha, Dharana, Medha. When you remove everything from the Jagat, all this when you remove from the Jagat, it is not at all worth living. It's as good as that which has died off. Okay. So therefore, Shashvat Jivan Mritam Bhavet. And then Jnanasya Adhidevi. Jnanadhidevi.
I think
Yeah.
KG has a question. She kept putting up
Oh,
her
okay. Tell me. Kate.
Thank you.
couldn't see.
I'm just wondering the meaning of Shashvat. Is that
Shashvat means living.
living?
Neuter. Yeah, living. Shashvat.
Okay.
Same thing, present participle, but it is goes with Jagat because Jagat is neuter. So Shashvat. Shashvat Jagat Sarvam. Even while alive, this Jagat, Jivan, Shashvat Jagat, Mritam Bhavet.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Swaminiji, the Jivan Mritam can be probably the Jagat Jivat Mritam because of the Sandhita becomes the Na.
Yeah.
Right? Because Jagat is Napunsakam.
Yes.
So Jivat will be the Shatra. Everything is right except that it is the Napunsakam and the Na is from the Sandhi.
The Na is from the Sandhi.
I don't think we registered it earlier.
Yeah, we didn't register. Na is from the Sandhi. Jivat Vritam. Okay. Yeah. And then Shashvat, Jivat both go with the Jagat, which is in neuter. Then The next one, Jnana Adhidevi. This we already saw earlier. Sarva Vidyadhidevi, same thing here. Jnana Adhidevi, ya. She who is the presiding deity of knowledge. Tasyai, unto her. Saraswatyai, who is in the form of the goddess, unto the goddess. Namo Namaha. Repeated salutations. Anything else to say about this? We've covered it, right?
Only again that Shashwat and Jeevan, again that Shashwat becomes J because of our Sandhi.
Yeah, Sandhi here, yeah. So two Sandhis, two consonant Sandhis here. Next one, whoever wants to go can follow
May
me.
I do? This is Ila.
Yeah. Yaya vina jagat sarvam.
Yaya vina jagat sarvam.
Yeah, and here I have to stop you because I have to stop myself. So because there is a mistake here. Mukamunmattavat sada.
Mukamunmatsattavat sada.
Let's try that again. Mukamunmattavat sada.
Mukamunmattavat sada.
Mukamunmattavat sada.
Mukamunmattavat sada.
Ya Devi Vagadhishthatri.
Ya Devi Vagadhishthatri.
But the de is also long, it's a diphthong. So we can't say Devi. Ya Devi Vagadhishthatri.
Ya Devi Vagadhishthatri.
Yeah, same thing happened. You're rushing over the de. That is also, that is also a diphthong. So it's not a short whatever. So that the a has to be recognized and articulated. Let's try that again. Listen carefully.
Okay.
Ya Devi Vagadhishthatri.
Ya Devi Vagadhishthatri.
Yeah, just say Devi.
Devi.
Yeah, Devi. Okay, both are long in a way. And you see, for the purposes of our chanting, both are long. But when you say it together, I hear you say Devi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Ya Devi Vagadhishthatri.
Ya Devi Vagadhishthatri.
Yeah, little practice is needed. You can practice,
Okay.
Tasyai Vanyai Namo Namaha.
Tasyai Vanyai Namo Namaha.
Yai Vanyai Namo Namaha.
Tasyai Vanyai Namo Namaha.
Yaya Vina Jagat Sarvam.
Yaya Vina Jagat Sarvam.
Mukamunmattavat sada.
Mukamunmattavat sada.
Ya Devi.
Ya Devi.
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 Ya Devi.
It's a long E. Ya Devi. Okay.
But you didn't have the problem with the E. You're having the problem with the A. Not
Devi.
the Ya Devi Vagadhishthatri.
Ya Devi Vagadhishthatri.
Much better. Tasyai Vanyai Namo Namaha.
Tasyai Vanyai Namo Namaha.
Oh, do you want to translate this now or leave it for next week? Since we are over time, I'm asking.
Can we leave it for next week, Swaminiji?
Yes, absolutely. We'll leave it for next week. And then in the meantime, myself and Vidyaji will decide what to do and how to go about life from now on. All right. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Thank you.
Namaskar.
Swaminiji,
Swamiji.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so
I've
much.
sent you a couple of
Swamiji.
emails. I just want to say that to you.
Okay. I will look at them. Thank you.